Hello everyone, I'm back. I have finished up a custom order today, so I wanted to do a quick flip through of this. And I've got a really pretty piece of sari tied around it, just to kind of keep all the goodies in there for travel. And it is the ever so popular green cover. This one, everybody's really liked this one, so sometime in the near future, it's on my list, I will make a digi of this book. I was going to show you guys quick. This is the original book that it came from. I darkened it up just a little bit so more of the green would come through. It's a book from 1890, John Halifax. It's called Gentleman. Isn't that something? Yeah, so it made a really pretty cover. I really, really like it. So let's get to it. This chunky guy has got about 225 pages. It is 8 3/4 inches tall and 5 3/4 inches wide. And there's what the top looks like. And I grunged up the spine a bit. There it is from the side. Make sure I'm in frame. Can't tell you how many videos I've done and went back to watch them and I'm not in frame. All right, I know this is going to give a little bit of a glare because of the coating on there. But here's the inside. And I made this really pretty specimen label with the acetate. And then I got the little bitty, I got the digi from Nick, and I just used the little labels because why not? And then there's a flip here, and I've just got this little railroad tag stuck in here. There's a piece of old ledger on the back, and then one of the skeleton clips. When you open it up, there's old ledger on the inside, and there's a couple of the specimen tags and a couple of the bird cards. And then I stamped tomorrow's date on here. I guess I should have looked at the calendar before I made that, but that's a born on date of the book. And I would say about 85% of the images that I used in this book are from the old design shop. I am on her design team, and I put both of her links below. She's got a blog where she has a lot of free images. Just be sure to read, you know, how many you're allowed to use and how you're allowed to use them. And then she also has an Etsy shop, and it is plumb full of amazing digis at very reasonable prices. She just does amazing work. So that's a majority of the images you see in here will be from there. There's a piece of music paper that I've just digital stamped on, and some old ledger. And you guys know I'm on this kick of sewing bits of fabric and paper around the edges of the pages, so you'll see a lot of that. There's a page out of one of my old bird books, and it's even got the little tab on it. And I have all kinds of paper in here. There's tea stain paper. This is parchment. Here's some old braille pages out of an old braille book that I've tea stained. Here's some more parchment. I have Tommy River paper in here and resume paper. I think I've got about 15 different papers in here. Here's 2 more of the plates and a little tuck and the ledger. This is some resume paper, excuse me, that I've tea stained. Here's a ledger page with some sewing and a rusty safety pin. An old coin roll, a book page, and a tag and a tuck spot. Here's some tea stained parchment, some onion skin. Here's some thicker parchment that I've done some dictionary pages on. This one is an envelope with a pretty little Tim Holtz charm. And there's a library catalog card and a beer receipt from 1952. And then on the back, I made a little pocket. It's got a claim check and a vocabulary card. The other side of the onion skin. Digital stamping. Some more book pages. This is the, I know it's really hard to see on camera. Let me hold it up. This is some of the green painter's paper, and I did some digital stamping. So again, it's going to be really hard to see. That's a little bird on that side and flowers on that side. And this is some of the jelly paper that I've printed on. And some more of the birds, and some more sewing. The Atlas of the World. I did a little bit of stenciling. And this is a cute little collage tag. My dear friend Joanne at Junk Journal Treasures sent me this. There's some lace and some tapestry fabric and a button and a vintage stamp on there. And then there's a small notes page that I've sewn some ledger to make it a full-size page. And some more stenciling. And some more sewing. And another tuck with some little goodies in it. The other side of that bird page and the deli paper. More sewing. And you know I leave all the strings, so if you don't like them, just snip them right out of there. And Pam, this journal is for Pam. She asked me last night if I would put a raggedy in here, and raggedy's aren't really my cup of tea. I'm one of these people that overthink everything, so I made a couple raggedies, and they're in here, and they're okay, in my opinion. So I hope you like them. There's a little tuck here with some Tim Holtz ephemera tucked in there on some onion skin. Little ledger. Here's my attempt at raggedy number 1. And there's sewing and some lace and doily and all little bits from a Sunday Journal newspaper. So there's attempt number 1. I know this is going to be your favorite page in the whole book, Pam. I just know it. And here's the onion skin, and I've tea stained it on my plastic tablecloth. I love how that turned out. Some book paper. Some more digital stamping. Notebook paper. Here's the mulberry paper, and I tea stained it. There's 2 different ones in here, and they tea stained beautifully. This is a page, from Edith Holden coloring book. So I have sewn it onto the edge of this piece that was a smaller page. There's that side. There's a definition for bird watching. A definition for botanical. On the other side of the mulberry paper. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my stomach growling. There's another tuck spot with an envelope and a lemon juice label. And these are both parchment. And this is a little tuck. Right there, little tuck. And sewing and ledger and the birds. Here's another piece of the mulberry paper. It tea stained really nice. Really happy with the way that turned out. And this is the Tommy River paper. It feels like butter. And most of these papers are linked in the description box. I have a list of my favorite things down there. So if you guys are interested in any of these different kinds of paper, you will find them there. Here's a little tuck, and I put a few extra of the bird pages in there because I know how much you like the birdies. And just a whole bunch of digital stamping. Here's a piece of the school writing paper. And some more stenciling. And this dictionary page has journal on it. Some more stenciling on some deli paper. Here's my second attempt at the raggedy-ish. Some more stenciling there. And more stenciling there. Some book paper. And here's the back page. And there's a double pocket here with a little calling card. And this check and this postcard are stuck together, so I just thought that was fun. The postcard's from 1933, the check is from 1927, and it's written in pencil, which I thought was fun. So here's the back page. I'm just gonna tuck that in there, and I put one of my little handmade plates on there. And I'm also, Pam, I found a couple more of those pages, those bird pages that you like. So I'm just gonna tuck those in the back for you. And there it is. I hope you love it. I really enjoyed creating this one for you, as always. And I am going to spend the rest of the week, you guys, getting ready for a live sale on Friday, the 21st at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if any of you are looking for, excuse me, junk journal supplies, books, paper, linens, lace, vintage ephemera, any of that kind of stuff, be sure to stop by. We have a great time. It's probably going to be a long sale. I have lots and lots of goodies, so if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. All my links are down below, and I hope everybody has a great afternoon. Thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye.